So here's the deal, and it's look, I went over this one so many times that it just makes no sense what we do now, and makes so much sense. And it's not my ego and saying, oh, I've got the best solution. Look, it just this is the one that really like that blows my mind, man. I don't know what it is. It's feeding that power chakra, that solar plexus. It's feeding it. And it's the fact that we believe that competition helps. Like, we have all these different products. 12, 25, 35 different toothpaste. Why do we need so many products competing? Because of money. Because there's more, the better products and the worse products, right? So we compete, right, to make the best product. And we compete to make the product that's a little bit better than the competition, just so enough we can make a good profit on it and pay our employees, and that you can keep on coming back because they're just a little bit better than the other. That's what you have. You'll never have a good product because the products are always like, to get up here to the top, you're not gonna get there by going, inch, a little bit more, a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. That light bulb that'll light up forever with for free, and we never have to like waste anything else. And that thing, that's all the way up there, and that's so far away, like just like the evolution that we're supposed to have. It's 100 years away, so far away. Yeah. That's because we compete, and competition. I don't care how many people tell me, it's like, well, competition is, it helps innovation, and it helps, people like, dude, again, it's the logic is just ridiculous, man. The survival instinct is just you being able to be, an animal and survive because another animal wants to take your food. Okay, you want to bring that up to heaven? Good luck, man. Sometimes why are we still there when we can just be sharing everything? And all getting together to build that one good product, right? That one thing. You can make it different colors, different shapes, all these different things to make it attractive to different people. But if you're gonna build a Lamborghini and a Fiat Putt-Putt, then why not just build a Lamborghini? Oh, it's too expensive. You can't build and give everybody a free Lamborghini. That's because it's too expensive. But if you have the makeup to make the best product, then why don't we all just get together and make the best product, and we all have the best product? All of us. And then the next time we just try to go for that better product, the better than the best, and we'll get there. But instead of like competing, right, and taking all this shit and garbage, and we're throwing away stuff, and just because people make money there and people make money again, we're following. That's what I mean. That's the concept of following money into hell. That's what you do. You take it and you make it waste your time, and all of a sudden you have an eternity of hell. You just keep on going out and spending and doing the things and everything that needs to be done to support money, right? All for the proud ownership of having two different teams to beat each other up and be claimed to be the winner. See, but the thing is, nobody is ever the winner. Because if you're fighting yourself to win, guess what? You're fighting yourself, right? You're competing with yourself, right? If you're competing with yourself to win, you're just stupid then, because what's happening is that you don't understand that you're already won. You're already won, right? You're already won, right? You don't have to win somebody else. You don't have to beat somebody else to win. Because as long as you win and they win, you both win. And guess what? There is no competition, and you get there a lot faster. It's like the tortoise and the hare, right? It's like, oh, do, and the hair's like, boom, bam, 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 zoom, 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 whoa, zoom, boom. I mean, oh, the tortoise, zoom, 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 whoa, zoom. It's like, what are you fucking doing, tortoise, man? Do some exercise and get some cardio in there. Let's go. I mean, That's just, I mean, competition is just, I see that, it's like, oh, okay. Sharks compete with dolphins for food, and it's like, that's competition, yeah. What else competes? Only the wildlife that needs to evolve to a level of we are. And then when the wildlife evolves to a level of we are, instead of, using the brains to then say, okay, we don't need to compete anymore, we don't need to survival anymore. We then just continued what the lower part of us wants to do, instead of accepting what the higher part of us is like. What are you, stupid, man? You still doing that? Come on, really? Okay, baseball teams, yay, football team. Okay, you just cheer for them. Who cares? But if you make that a society, if it's a game, okay, but if you make that a society, if you make that what we base our whole life on, then you are just like that hamster, like rolling in that rolling world, just going absolutely nowhere, just rolling, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all it ends up being. And why? Because we chase money we follow money into hell. I don't anymore. But if I could take everything and just burn it in one big clump and just say, fuck that, and and create the society, or I asked again out there, if anybody knows a society that doesn't charge me to live in any way, shape, or form, and then we could just all work together to create if you know that one, or even like a reality that I can just kind of phase into, like, let me know, okay, please. I'm putting the feelers out there for it. And this is what we do. I have these people at this place today that are probably like thinking maybe after we actually did the P test, maybe we shouldn't have let him out, because maybe let him out before we got the results for the P test lab. It's like, well, maybe that's a reason to go in there and just kind of take him, and take him out. And then, because now we have the P test that confirms that whatever we thought he might have been on, then we know he's on. So now we have a reason to go in there and pluck him out of his his crazy insanity of spilling out all this knowledge that's coming through him. That's crazy. Ooh, let's get him in Monmouth this time for 14 days and pump him up with fucking drugs, so all this stupid crazy talk just goes away. Goes poof, 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 goes away. So as a human being, that's what I have to worry about right now. Right? So why aren't you asleep at if I for 6? Well, because somehow they became the authority to take me and rip away my freedom. They did that for the last 4 days in a row, and I'm thinking, like, they let me out easy tonight. It's like, really? It's like, oh, okay. I wonder why. So, why should I fall asleep and wait for them to knock on my door and say, okay, sorry, Mr. Euster, but we found in the P test that there was something that maybe you shouldn't be doing, and it's illegal, because we deem it to be illegal, so now we're going to take you and stick you into a fucking cage for another 10, 15 days. Oh, John, don't be so angry. They have a right to do that. They're just trying to help. Right? That's what I'm facing now. It's like, and that's what everybody that goes through that faces when they leave there. That's the fear that's being put on you. And now what? I have to sit here and just wait and think, oh, but you're just being paranoid. Just go back to your life and do the sound healing work, and everything will be fine. You see? They just want you to go back and do the things that you were doing before to help people, and just keep on doing it and forget about all this crazy stuff. Ooh, crazy. And that's when, it's going to happen sometime. And it's not going to happen right now and then tomorrow. And it's like when you get cancer, it's like, oh, what do you do? It's like, oh, I'm going to wait about a month, 2 months to see if I can somehow, then maybe it'll just wish away by itself. In the same situation, in the same negative frame of mind that I'm in, it's just going to wish away. Or do you go like, wait a second, let me change that and focus on something right and focus on I can heal myself and let me stop doing the things that I keep on repeating over and over again that hasn't worked and they'll never work. Let me just stop doing that and maybe doing the thing that the universe is trying to teach me to do, right? Trying to teach me to do. And then as I do it, then maybe I can teach others. But there's always those people out there that say, okay, oh, we got all these videos now as proof that he's just fuku crazy. We can get him in there for 30 days now, injecting him with everything we need to inject him so he stops thinking this crazy stuff. You know, it's really funny for me because I got injected by a flu shot in Occupy Wall Street. And then 2 weeks later, I got Guillain-Barré syndrome. And that was 8 years ago. And it took me, you know, about 2 months, 3 months, 4 months to kind of start to kind of feel better, right? But then that's what I thought, right? Because then I built this sound healing career and I did all this beautiful work for healing people and all this stuff. But there was something missing all through it, and I didn't know what the hell it was, you know? And now all of a sudden I realized very well what it was. That injection that they gave me dumbed me up for 8 fucking years. And for 8 years, right? For 8 years, my activist was gone, right? My voice was gone. It was there. It was helping people to heal and helping people to understand that all the stuff around them that's happening, well, you know, you can't do anything about it. So just meditate and stay in place right now. And, you know, but I understand now that, oh, that only works. I'm sorry the people that I said that to, because that only works to a certain point. Because once you have the active voice, once you have that feeling that you need to do and express yourself somehow, that people will fucking actually look at you and say, maybe that is a point. You're kind of playing the same fucking game they play with you with all the stupid advertising and stupid brainwashing they put into your fucking brain every time you watch something on that stupid fucking box that does nothing but fluoride garbage and ads for you to buy garbage to waste your fucking time. So yeah, meditation is really good because when I feel that anger right now, I can bring it down to a certain level. But I know so well now what they did to me, and now are trying to do again to me. Okay? Oh, it's just paranoid. Yeah. Well, you get injected by a flu shot and then spend the rest of 8 years of your life trying to figure out where the hell you went, and then when you get yourself back, see how pissed off you're going to be. And, it's all right. It's just what they do. You just accept it and you go on. Yeah? You accept it and you go on? Okay. You go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Because now, it's just, you know, it doesn't really matter anymore at this point. For me, I don't, you know. Oh, no, you're thinking thoughts of, okay, it's a reason to break in and, no. What doesn't matter is you. You know, and the things that continue to try to do the same thing that flu shot did to me for 8 years. Right? That special flu shot that just happened to be in Occupy Wall Street, that just happened to go into my fucking arm and then create me, okay, rolling out of my activism and then rolling into this beautiful sound healing work. And yes, I appreciate all that happened. Right? But did it have to take 8 years for me to get this back? I don't think so. There's a reason that it took 8 years for me to get this back, and now that reason is becoming very clear. And now the reason is that because I have the intelligence and the ability to heal that I've learned from the sound healing work that I've done for 8 years. And now that I got my activist and my voice back, guess what? I'm gonna combine the two and fucking play the same game these motherfuckers have been playing with me and everybody else, right? So I'm going to keep on voicing my belief on how, what, and this is, and how my sound healing work, right, and things that I've done to get my body to a certain level have now helped me to send this out into the world and maybe into every ear that will listen, that understands that if we wait for the 100 years from now to create that paradigm shift, or sometime in the future to create that paradigm shift, what we're doing is that we're playing their game and we're the hamster rolling over and over. We just keep on rolling. We'll get there sooner or later. We'll get there sooner or later, right? Any day now. When do we start? As soon as we get out of this hamster wheel, right? It's like, as soon as we get out, then we can just keep on running. But now, or just going and doing something. But right now, we're just in this hamster wheel that just keeps going round and round and round and round and round and